welcome to the Kinder Caravan, and it's time for our September song and lesson plans. Welcome to new friends and trying new things. School is a place for fun and practicing. Don't you be scared, do not fear. Just try the best you can this year. The beginning of the year is a time for getting to know your students and getting them accustomed to all the routines and locations of things in the classroom and perhaps the actual school. Use the first few weeks to get to know them and walk them through routines, and by the time they come back, we can start with getting into the groove of learning and setting up your thematic learning times. This is the time to start your word wall, and we're going to start by using the rules and some activities by talking about I am, positive affirmations, positive rules, and who your students are. You can use these activities to send home and bring back to class to also start your homeschool connection. This September song can also be used as a jumping off point to start discussions on emotions. That can lead into discussions when you have to talk about behavior and also just getting the students used to talking about how they feel. This song talks about being positive and the happy parts of school, but also lets them know that we understand that there might be a little bit of nervousness, and also sometimes that might come out in other ways, in anger or disruptions. So we can use this song to also tie back into speaking about your rules and any behavior tenets that you're required to speak on as far as behavior guidelines, timeout procedures, and discipline modules. When setting up your activity areas, be mindful that you might have students on different levels and lots of different interests. So try to put as many small and large motor activities out, such as puzzles, tangrams, your sensory area, your dramatic play centers, and your building centers like your blocks and Legos. And don't forget to label the room with words and pictures, and also add pictures to those building areas to give students ideas on how to start using those areas and helping them to form a little bit of their imagination and creativity, especially for some students who may be slow starters to getting involved in activities. Two of your activities that can be used as part of your lesson, work and playtime, as well as building art on your wall, can be one to create a picture, maybe a fall icon or something that has to do with your school, maybe the mascot, and number the page with the numbers that you want to start with, the number range, either 1 to 5 for young kids, 1 to 3 for younger, and then have the dotted lines for cutting them into strips so that the students can see the picture, color it, practice cutting, and then you can see their visual skills by seeing how they can put the picture back together, which is why puzzles are really important. So this is a classmate puzzle, but is in a simple rectangular format. You can also go the route of making actual puzzle pieces that when your students create them, color them, and cut them out by themselves or with assistance, that will be assembled into a large bulletin board that looks like a puzzle or a quilt that has to do with your classroom becoming one. All the pieces fit, things like that. And that can be a good bulletin board for your classroom. Don't forget to change out your reading area and put many new books that will get children interested in the library, interested in reading, and also show other animals or children in books that are getting used to their own first days at school or first years at school. Some of my favorites are Curious George's First Day of School by Margaret and H.A. Rays. The Pigeon Has to Go to School by Mo Willems. The Day You Begin by Jacqueline Woodson and Rafael Lopez. And This School Year Will Be the Best by Kay Winters and Renee Andriani. As always, remember to give lots of choices and have fun. For children, learning is part of playing, and playing is actually learning. Happy September and happy teaching.